day 8 of Hamstring Havoc, and we're going to do forward folding from standing, which is more intense for most people because you have to be more muscularly engaged to pull it off. So here we go. Okay, come on up to standing. You want to be active. So first things first, you need to start with your feet all of the way together because you're squeezing in purposefully. They're not just resting side by side, they're squeezing in. And then your toes are spreading wide to create a nice wide base. You're going to start with a hip hinge. Some people can ride that hip hinge very deep without changing anything else. Okay? But chances are, if you're here for the hamstring stretches, that's not you, although everybody can use a check-in with that now and again. So you're going to start with a hip hinge, just like with your deadlift, couple inches, all right? When you start to get tight here or here, then you bend your knees generously and drop your body onto your legs. Okay? And really, that's it. That's it. That's like 80% of it. My belly and my thighs are touching. People do this and they don't drop the rest of the way down. And they do this with their neck. And now their spine isn't even in one shape, it's in multiple shapes. So don't be that person. Make sure that your head and neck is in line with the rest of your spine and that your whole spine is not resisting. You are letting gravity take a hold of you and you are bending your knees enough that you can do that. If that means you need to have your head on an object like a bed, and the bed is holding you because you have to be a little bit more up than is ideal, great. If that's all the way up here, even higher. You get as much touching as you can, and then let gravity take a hold and pull you down more. And when you go down a level, support yourself at that next level and keep letting your body go down. You're going to get tired. These muscles are doing a lot of the work to hold you here. And it's certainly even more work when more of your upper body is in a less ideal position. So up here, it's a lot more work than when you let your head hang even lower down. Now, we need to check in with where you're holding your weight. So come on up for a second, and we're going to check in with that. If your weight is anywhere toward the back of your foot in your heels, right? You can pick your toes up. Then you're loading the back of your legs. And then if you're loading them via reciprocal inhibition, they're on, therefore they can't be off. In order to release the back of your legs, your weight has to be more forward into your forefoot, even when you're folded in half. Forward, okay? So you can start neutral to begin with. Then you hinge, bend as much as you need to, really let your body go down. And for some people, that is relaxed enough that once you're beyond a certain point, gravity will pull you down deeper. And for other people, you have to use the muscles of your chest and throat to round yourself the rest of the way in. Okay? For everybody, eventually you get to the point where you actually have to be muscularly engaged. Checking back in, it's not just the front of your legs that reciprocal inhibition applies to. When you're forward folding, you're trying to stretch the entirety of your back body, which means the entirety of the front of your body has to be on to harness the power of reciprocal inhibition. So that means your throat And your chest also have to be on. Your abs have to be on to get the most out of your hamstring stretch. And I'm going to just tell you, if you are contenting yourself with doing this much, you're always going to have hamstring dysfunction and low back discomfort and back discomfort and other issues, because this is not a full forward fold. This is not full range of motion. Some people have greater range of motion than is sort of like the human baseline. Those are hypermobile people. Sometimes it's from a safe place and sometimes it's from a dysfunctional place. But for most people, a full sandwiched forward fold is within the bounds of what should be normal for their body. And if you are here and this is your good enough, it's not actually good enough to fix the issues that come from having tight hamstrings. So you have to endeavor to have fully straight legs and a fully sandwiched body, which means you have to use the whole front of your body to get yourself down deeper and straighter legs. So the weight has to be shifted forward. You have to use your body and you have to hold yourself there. And over time, as you do, as more of the front of your body turns on, more of the back of your body will turn off. The deeper you breathe, the easier that will be for you. And we've talked about the progression. Another thing to be aware of is your shoulders. Make sure they keep sliding away from your ears. It's okay if your body lifts a little bit away from your legs on your inhale. Just make that ground back up on your exhale. All right. And even that, what I just did, is not all the way there. But that is the progression, right? You stand, you get your feet all the way together. You hinge, and then when you feel the back of your legs and back get tight, you bend your knees. You drop your belly onto your thighs as much as you possibly can. And when you can't go anymore, if you're really trapped, you support your upper body with something. When you start to get beyond the point of needing support, then you have to use the muscles of your upper body to round yourself in deeper. And you have to shift your weight forward into your forefoot. And then it's just a matter of staying, breathing, and building stamina in that shape. It will require a certain amount of stamina in the muscles of the front of your body and in your mind, most importantly, in order for you to progress beyond discomfort. Stretching is not necessarily just about feeling good. It certainly can be about feeling good, but if you are going to progress beyond whatever dysfunction you are feeling at this point in time, it really does require a certain mental fortitude, stamina, and willingness to sit with tension and discomfort, as long as you know that those checkpoints are in good order. And that's why I go over them so very extensively. That is how you go forward. We did the standing. You could follow more or less the same progression from a seat as well. Okay?